Evening. On behalf of the commissioners and staff, I'd like to welcome you to the February 24th, 2022 City of Roseville Planning Commission meeting. At this time, if we could put all electronic devices on silent. Agendas are available at the end of the staff table. If you plan to speak at tonight's meeting, complete a blue speaker card and return it to the staff table. And as a reminder, the Planning Commission meetings are broadcast live and replayed throughout the week on Consolidated Communications and Comcast. I'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. And Lupe, could I have roll call?
Yes, Commissioner Brashears.
Here.
Commissioner Caparuso is absent, excused. Commissioner Covington is absent, excused. Commissioner Hagen-Jost.
Here.
Commissioner Pryor.
Here.
And Vice Chair Martin is absent, excused, and Chair Jensen.
Here. Okay, could you all please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Lupe, could we start with staff introductions?
Yes, good evening, Commissioners. Lupe Nelson, Recording Secretary.
Good evening, Commissioners. Joe Speaker, Assistant City Attorney.
Good evening, Chair Jensen and Commissioners. Greg Bitter, Planning Manager.
Good evening, Commissioners. Sean Morales, Associate Planner, sorry.
Thank you. Okay, with that, we'll go ahead and open public comment. The public comment period is a time for anyone who would like to address the Commission on any item that's not on tonight's agenda. When addressing the Commission, please state your name for the record and limit your comments to 3 minutes. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to address an item that's not on the agenda? Hearing none, I'll go ahead and close the public comment period. Next on the agenda is the consent calendar. The consent calendar consists of routine items that are approved under one motion as recommended in the staff report. However, each item may be considered separately upon a request by the audience, Planning Commission, or staff. Tonight's consent calendar item consists of one item, the minutes from the February 10th, 2022 Planning Commission meeting. Is there anyone on the Commission or in the audience who would like to pull this item off for separate discussion?
I would like to pull this
Mr.
item,
Pryor.
please. In the minutes on item 6.1 that we discussed and made a motion on, there was a section missing from the minutes that referred to an addition of Addendum A, which was revised exhibit.
And we can go ahead and amend that correction with the action tonight?
We'll get it
Make a
cleaned up.
motion to amend the minutes to reflect that comment.
Okay. Do we have a motion to reflect the change and approve the minutes?
Make a motion to reflect the change and amend the minutes to add Exhibit A.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second that.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Hagen-Jost.
Yes.
Commissioner Pryor.
Yes.
Commissioner Brashears.
Yes.
And Chair Jensen.
Yes. Okay, next on the agenda is requests and presentations. And before we begin, I want to review the meeting procedures. First, we'll hear the staff presentation. Then I will take questions from the Commission. We'll then open up the public hearing, and the applicant will make a presentation. I'll then open up the public comment period, and the public will have an opportunity to speak. We'll then close public comment. The applicant will be given an opportunity to provide a rebuttal if necessary. I'll then close the public hearing. The Commission may ask additional questions of staff, and finally, the Commission will consider this item and make a decision based on the information provided in the report from staff and the testimony presented during tonight's hearing. Item 6.1 is a request to approve a major project permit extension for 5,000 Baseline Road. For the record, file number PL 21-0386. And Sean, could we have your presentation?
Yes, you may. Good evening again, Commissioners. My name is Sean Morales. I'm an Associate Planner. I'll wait for the presentation to come up. There it is. And I'm here tonight to present to you the Baseline Marketplace MPP Extension Project. The project site is located at 5,000 Baseline Road on the northwest corner with Fitiment Road. It is approximately 80 acres in size and is identified as parcels DF40, DF41, and DF42 in the Sierra Vista Specific Plan. The site has a zoning designation of general commercial and a general plan land use designation of community commercial. It's bordered on the west by Curry Creek, on the north and east by single-family subdivisions, and to the south by unincorporated Placer County. This slide provides some background to how we got here today. In 2010, the Sierra Vista Specific Plan was adopted and included a concept plan for a commercial site at the corner of Baseline and Fitiment, as shown on the slide. In 2014, the baseline marketplace MPP and tentative map were approved. In 2016, the tentative map was set to expire and was granted a 6-year extension. And in 2017, the MPP was set to expire and was extended for 4 years, which would have expired in 2021. However, Council passed an ordinance giving a 1-year automatic extension to all planning entitlements. And in 2022, it was found that the tentative map was automatically extended subject to the Subdivision Map Act, which allows for tentative maps in areas covered by a DA, an extension if the developer has provided construction of public improvements up to a certain monetary amount. And so the only request before the Commission tonight is a second 4-year extension to the MPP. The findings to approve an extension to a major project permit are that the project is consistent with current standards and that no change has occurred in the circumstances of the project that results in the inability to make the original findings. There have been no change in circumstances since the original approval. There is one new standard that would affect the project. Organics bins are now required for many commercial tenants, which means trash enclosures must be expanded from 2 bays to 3 bays. However, as designed, the project has a surplus of 800 parking spaces. So there's adequate room to accommodate the redesign of all the enclosures without any impact to the overall site design. Early notification of this project was posted on the Arcona website, and the public hearing notice was mailed to property owners within 300 feet and published in the Press Tribune and on the Arcona website again. Subject to CEQA, an initial study and negative declaration were adopted for this project by the Commission in 2014. So in conclusion, the proposed project is consistent with current standards and no change has occurred that results in the inability to make the original findings. Therefore, staff recommends the Commission adopt the 2 findings of fact and approve the major project permit extension subject to the recommended 2 conditions of approval, and I'm available for any questions.
Thanks, Sean. Commissioners, are there any questions to staff at this time?
I don't have any.
Okay, seeing none, I'll go ahead and open up the public hearing and invite Nick to address the commission.
Chairman Jensen, members of the Planning Commission, Nick Alexander on behalf of DF Properties. First of all, we want to thank staff for their diligent efforts on this extension, and we are in agreement with the staff report and the conditions of approval and respectfully request your approval.
Thank you. Commissioners, any questions of Mr. Alexander? No. Seeing none, thank you. Okay, I'll then open the public comment period. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to address the commission on this item? Seeing none, I'll go ahead and close the public comment period. Are there any additional questions that staff has that the commission has of staff or the applicant? Seeing none, I'll go ahead and close the public comment period. And did I already close the public hearing?
Right now, you just did. So.
Okay. Okay. Are there any further comments, or I'd look for a motion from the commission?
We got to pull it up. I will make a motion to adopt the 2 findings of fact for the major project permit extension and approve the major project permit extension subject to 2 conditions of approval.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call, Loopy.
Commissioner Brashears?
Yes.
Commissioner Hagen-Jost?
Yes.
Commissioner Pryor?
Yes.
And Chair Jensen?
Yes. Okay, the motion is approved. That it is subject to a 10-day appeal period. Need to say that. Okay, Greg, any reports for?
All I have for tonight, Chair Jensen, is to let you know that we will have meetings both the 10th and the 24th in March. We do have items scheduled. I think the only item, well, it's kind of a combined, but the item that you'll hear on the 10th will be zoning and subdivision ordinance amendments related to the SB 9. If you recall, that's the legislation that was passed last year by the state, allowing single-family lots to split and duplexes to be constructed on the lots. So we'll have a pretty robust staff report and ordinances for you to look at on the 10th. And then we have a couple projects coming down the road for the 24th.
Okay, good. Any comments from the commission?
None from me.
Okay, seeing none, do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I second.
Okay, we're adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.